coming to you live on your chin. Oh, kid. Oh. This is the Goin Deep Show.
Hail Satan and praise the Dark Lord.
Going deep. Fighting for evil. Good as dumb. Going deep show. Hi, it's me, the goddamn fucking piece of shit kid. And
Turd.
Fiona.
Turd.
We're back. Summer's over. Fuck it.
Well, it ain't over yet.
Oh, it's fucking over. As you sweat your balls off. We just did a walk. We did a walkie walk.
Over to the sped.
To get this, ready?
Oh.
The cool, refreshing ghetto fabulousness of a Natty. Is this a Natty Ice or Natty Light? It's a Natty Light. I should have got the Natty Ice.
Drinking that fucking swill.
Yeah, this is total throw up monster right here. This is.
That's like when you barf and it's all foam.
Like the dog barf.
I watched a fucking TikTok or whatever the fuck it was this morning. This dog's like fucking with the owner, trying to like nibble at her backside, and she farts and you can hear it, and it's like and the dog fucking gah.
The dog smells the fart and just starts yakking.
It barfs like right next to her ass. Yes.
Oh, that's not good.
I was like, what kind of fucking dog? Like, what kind of
piece of shit dog would throw up in your house?
No, what kind of what kind of pungent nastiness is this? Fucking rottenness, fucking whatever the fuck she ate, that a dog that eats shit is gonna barf over the smell. Like, what the
it's
fuck
funny
is
that
your...
you're talking about this because literally last night I was working on film festival stuff because that's what I do. I design things.
Yeah.
So I'm around certain people. I will I'm courteous. I don't just sit there like lighting it up with you. I'm just like I'm farting on your children's face. I'm doing all sorts of crazy
fun.
shit. Yeah. Pull my finger. I'm gonna kung fu fart on you. But when certain people are around, I don't do that shit. So like literally every time the guy I was working with, when he would go to the bathroom, I'd be up there just like he wasn't gonna walk back into a room full of fucking nasty smells.
Who done it?
It was fucking nasty.
Well, at least it wasn't an elevator.
Poop gobbler. The poop gobbler.
It wasn't an elevator.
So how you been? Oh my god. Some of the best fights I've ever seen have been in elevators. Like the video camera footage. I love watching those video cam footage of people getting fights in elevators because there's nowhere to go.
No.
There's nowhere to go when you get into a fight in an elevator.
Well, like that fucking redneck one with the porta shitter. Said it was at the fucking Morgan Wallen concert, and these bitches are fucking going at it, and they got the guy.
They got the big pepperoni nipples,
and they're fucking ripping each other's hair and fucking just being all bitchy.
From every time you
Catty.
pause, and you say they got the, and I'm throwing that at everything. The big brown pepperoni nipples.
Oh my god,
pepperoni nipples.
that's good shit.
That's what it's all about.
It's all about pepperoni nipples.
Let's do a recap of the summer since we kind of took a break. We took a little bit of a break from y'all.
We did. You didn't stop releasing.
Y'all.
You didn't stop releasing.
I've been releasing a lot lately. one day recently, I think I'd released like 3 or 4 times in a day, which is a little bit up there for me normally. Usually it's like, okay, I was preparing for some fun sessions, so I was holding off a little bit. Now I'm just like, fuck it. I got nothing to prepare for. Mm-hmm. So just fucking, what do we give a shit? Fucking crank away. Anytime you feel like it. Just,
It's been 9 months since my last Dick Induce release.
Dick down. Do you have like a dildo, or you just vibrating on the outside? Do you stick anything in you? Do you jam everything in there?
Occasionally, but it's nothing spectacular. It's not like I got like the big old, fucking hog that you stick to the wall and fucking back up into, and you know, I don't have like one of those saddles or.
You got the old Sibians?
I don't have that. I don't have it.
Girls have all the extra toys.
I just don't have time for it. I don't want like with the whole setup, like that whole strap to the bed thing.
And the cleanup.
You know how long
too.
it takes to set that fucking shit up to not use it?
So you never ever have to use it.
No. Nope.
What a piece of dog shit. Who would deny you of this fun? Midgets.
Apparently somebody, yeah.
Midgets.
Apparently. That's all right. Better off dead than that.
It's been a pretty decent summer, though. We had a good time. Blake rode a lot. We didn't go to as many shows as we has in the past.
As we had done been.
You had done been,
A couple.
We did more family-oriented things, I think.
True that.
Compared to years past.
Yeah.
What is up with that?
I keep watching shit like come up on your memories, you know? And this concert and that concert in July was fucking Chicago and, you know, fucking, I'm just like, man, what the fuck are we not going to concerts for?
Well, yeah, money. The concerts are raping us now. They're raping us. When you walk in, they say, bend over. It's time for your butt plunder. You finally want to get some action, you got to go to a concert and they'll rape you at the concert.
I could have gone to a Disturbed concert the other night, but I didn't want to.
I'm a fan.
I was too tired.
It's just, it's
I was too tired. It was my last night off.
Concerts on a whim sometimes, you got to be really in the mood for it.
I mean, it was Disturbed. I would have loved to have seen Disturbed. And I would be happy to, I mean, that would have been like a first interaction with a new person. So I think things were...
Who was that? Which one was that?
What do I call him?
Yeah, what's the nickname here? Is this the new dude that came up the other day?
Yeah.
What the hell? You can call him Scrawny. That's what you call him for your first reaction.
Side by side.
Call him Scrawny Balls. He was a little guy. He's not a big dude.
I said he's smaller than I thought he'd be.
He's a little
like his build. He's not short. He's not a midget.
No. I was gonna bring up something about that. I can't remember what the fuck it was.
You know what though? I'm clearly not prejudiced against anybody who's short, tall, skinny, fat.
Black and yellow, red and white.
Well, I don't know about that.
They're all precious in her sight.
Well, I don't know about that.
Okay, just the whiteys. Fiona loves the little whiteys of the world.
I have my preferences.
As we all do. I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a problem. I think that's one of the biggest things is everybody in the world these days thinks that everybody should think the same in vanilla. We all need to be the same.
I've never come across a super darky that's been, you know, kind and
super darky. I like how you call it super darky.
That's been, you know, and not wanted to just like talk shit about my chesticles or
You ever notice like certain minority groups, not gonna name names. They tend to get away with saying whatever the fuck they want at any time of the day they want, whatever it is. You could be at an intersection of a fucking getting out of church. Car pulls up. Hey, what's up, baby? What's going down, bitch?
I have swampy fucking pits right now.
You got pepperoni nipples?
My fucking deodori have fucking failed.
Deodori? There was something I was gonna bring up about the summer though, and not going to shows and doing stuff. We did some more biking.
We did a lot of biking compared to last year.
We did more fires in your backyard. We've had more beach time.
Yep.
More fun like that, you know. And
I like have a good time with that shit.
Yeah.
I don't mind. See, it's like I don't really have to do anything other than, you know, be there.
The most recent beach time, though, something happened that was so extraordinary and amazing that I want to bring it up. Back around January, there was this crazy nutball bitch.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
We've talked about her on the show in the past as the cause of Fiona's divorce. Okay, so that story I think we've told in a nutshell. This woman kind of encroached into Fiona territory with the hubby. Got caught a little bit. A little embracing was going on. Some shit at the fan. Some feelings turned on a dime, and it kind of led down the road that that you went to.
Accurate.
So what happens is years later, I match up with this bitch on Tinder or Bumble or fucking
one of those goddamn
fucking
apps.
Ashley Madison or whatever the fuck it is.
Ashley Madison.
Whatever the fuck it was.
We talked about that too.
We go to the bar, meet up. She starts running her mouth talking stories, how she does this, does that, blah, 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 blah. Lo and behold, this is the same bitch that ruined her marriage.
I fuck dudes.
So me being the glutton
that are married.
Me being the glutton for punishment that I am. I don't delete her number immediately because she's like a bitch. And then the one night she texts me as I'm leaving to go home from the bar, and she says, "Come over." And she sounded fucking wasted. "I'm suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself. You're gonna call the cops on me because I'm suicidal. I'm so fucking girl."
Just like telling you what to do.
I was like, dude, Jesus fucking Christ. I walk into a goddamn, it looked like Cinco de Mayo. She had Corona bottles laying everywhere. Fucking crazy. It's the middle of January.
That's why they didn't smash.
Well, she was launching them into the sky. She was like throwing them.
Or hit the ceiling and, you know, just...
She would drink it and then she would like not even set it down, or she would just like throw it right from her fucking glug, 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 boom. It was just gone.
She has a penchant for the dramatics.
She's a dumb cunt is what she is. Let's be real. Okay, let's not beat her on the bush here. She's a fucking Idiot.
The fucked up part was that she walked into the hospital room of my spouse when I'm there and has the fucking
Balls
audacity
to give you shit.
to fucking give me stink eye. And it's like, who the fuck are you, you old ass, crusty ass, fucking... Obviously, you like to gangbang.
The most damning thing about the entire thing is when you went to give him a kiss goodbye and he turns his head...
Gives me the cheek.
And gives you the cheek. That's the thing. That's like, what the fuck, man? Did you not just grab his face and just like lay it on?
Nope.
There's no fucking way.
Nope. I just said,
You had to be a little suspicious of some shit then.
100%.
At that
100%.
point.
I mean, what I didn't mention in my previous stories is that when I came back up with the bags of food, I didn't like...
You tippy-toed a little bit.
I didn't make a bunch of noise.
You tippy-toed. You walked up. You slowly opened.
Oh, no, I shoved it open fast, but I very quietly put my foot on the bottom of the door and just... whoo,
And opened it right up.
because I wasn't going to creepy stick my face.
Was her head like embracing her, like right leaning on his chest and shit? Like, what was it like?
That is what it was. But it was like facing the window. It was hard. It was because it was darker in the room with the light over the sink.
Facing the windows. It was like high school dance when you're dancing for the first time.
Kind of, yeah. And I was just like,
Just want to get close to each other.
So for a hot second there, I thought he was kissing her. But I go back to my mind's television set and replayed it, and they were just hugging because his face was towards the door.
He's in the hospital. He's standing up at this point.
They were standing up at this point.
But was he standing up when you left?
He was sitting on the bed, and she was sitting in the chair.
So anyway, back to the focus of the story. The story is not what that happened. The story is I go to her house around January. Mm-hmm. She's fucking wasted. I get there and I'm like, oh shit, this bitch is nuts. I start recording the conversation. I record the whole thing. It's about an hour and a half long recording. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet. At one point, I remember being on the phone, her going into another room and being on the phone. She got a call or she called somebody. She's on the phone. She goes either into the room or going upstairs or something. And I was stuck in the living room by myself. And I remember her coming back and I remember her handing me the phone and talking to somebody. Lo and behold, a few weeks ago, you get a text from a friend of yours who says she needs to hang out with you more. She needs more mom friends.
Yep. Yep.
So she starts hanging out. She's an adorable brunette. She's great. I like her a lot. She's cool. And lo and behold, come to find out, she was the girl that was on the phone that night. And she had the phone the conversation the last time she called, the date, the same date, same time, everything. It was fucking crazy weird.
That was her
just
on
bizarre.
the phone. That was her on the phone, yeah.
Bizarre timing on everything like that. This is
Who knew?
Weird.
Who knew that you were going to be talking to her sitting around a bonfire in my backyard months later? How bizarre.
The thing I notice about all this relationship talk that we talk about here in this program is the more I hear about these stories and all this shit, I don't want to be with anyone. I'm sick of hearing all these stupid people dealing with problems. The whole, we're not having sex enough. And I got to whine and cry about it like a little fucking bitch. The dude that she's saying.
Throw a toddler fit. Stomp down the stairs and slam the door.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've done this in the past. I've been there. Okay. When you're amped up, you're ready to go. You're in the mood. You don't want to dial it back. You want to finish what you started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So
as a guy that's a thing. It is. When you're there, you're like, all right, I'm fucking amped up. I want to go. And when you don't get to go, it is not easy fucking dialing it back.
I only one time got denied in person, and that was the very last day the very last conversation that I had with the little brown eye.
It's not easy to dial back.
But like, if the only time that I would get upset, and it wasn't like I was really upset, was like if I didn't get my rocks off, and it was like, all right, you got yours. What the fuck? And it was this one time. It was actually just one time. And he was like, I gotta go to the office. And I was like, the fuck? Huh, the fuck.
That's why I always go down first and then get off, and then I get off after.
Well, to be fair, it was a very limited amount of time.
Plus, I like ragdolling.
I knew that.
Usually after a girl comes, they're like tired and worn out, and they're kind of like, ugh. And then they sit there and I can ragdoll them and throw them around a little bit more. You just lay there and pound your ass.
Well, he had a difficult time doing that because he's like half my size.
He's like, can you please roll over for me? Please.
But like, that's the only instance ever in the history of my life.
The history of
Fiona. Of my Escapades, which aren't really that exciting, but that, I have ever been with somebody who's so tiny. Like, such a small stature.
It's great. You gotta love it.
It was just a little guy.
So we've done some family things. About me, I did something this past August that I had not done in probably 10, 12 years. Camping in a tent. Yay!
Oh, I haven't done that in a long fucking time.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
I didn't mind doing it. But I had a great fucking tent. I had like a big ass fucking like.
This tent was not bad. It was like I didn't mind it. What I did mind is the little shithead sometimes who was rearing her ugly head. And I know whoever I'm talking about here is like, you talk about this on the podcast? And I'm like, I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want on my podcast.
Didn't she want you to lick her bean in front of her kid?
I don't know about that.
I thought she was like trying to get you to like fuck her in front of her kid while her kid was sleeping right there.
We were spooning and I had my fingers inside of her. I mean, that's what happened. I mean,
she didn't want you to like scrump a dumper while her kid was sleeping like fucking feet away.
I was doing my patented thumb from behind, diddles from the front maneuver while the titty was in my mouth. I don't think the titty was in my mouth. It was too cold for titty in the mouth. It got a little cold. But I can assure you with 100% certainty there were some thumbs and some fingers inside of people.
Yeah, right in front of the kid though.
No, kid was sleeping.
Doesn't matter.
That's not in front of him. The kid's sleeping.
Yeah, you'd think.
And I'm sure if she ever
laying there,
she ever hears
open.
this, she's gonna be all like, "I can't believe you said this on the microphone." Like, well, you can't believe it. After the fucking 20 years of me saying whatever the fuck I want, you can't believe it, right? You can't. It's just unfathomable. You would talk about this on the podcast, right?
Well, what is
unheard of? Jesus fucking Christ!
What is her major malfunction with me? Is what I want to know. Is it just like a competition?
She never.
Because I never initially had a problem with her, but I don't like somebody who has a problem with me for no fucking reason.
The thing is, I'll try to explain it in the best way that I know.
Because I'm more important.
She doesn't come right out and say that there's anything there, but it's how she says certain things that makes it come across like she has an issue.
Like snarkily?
It's not even snarkily. It's just you ask certain questions about certain things. Oh, you can talk to me because Carly must be working, right? Or, I use your real name. I have to go and edit that shit.
Yeah, you're going to have to edit that shit. Way to go, fucker.
Shows how long we've been since we were recording. So anyway, she would say shit like that, and she would call you number one from time to time.
Just because I am number one.
That kind of shit. So I can't explain it because we're just friends. She decided to be just friends. We're just friends. But the problem is, we go out to lunch or some shit, and there's some innocent little flirting going on, and then she wants to give me the googly eyes, and then she calls me up, says she's all horned up and shit, and I'm just like, okay, no, it's a road that we'll go down again and be like... Are you
drinking?
Yeah, well, I don't understand what's up with the are you drinking shit.
Maybe she assumes that if you're buzzed up, you'll come over and fucking give her the high hard one.
Yeah.
Which, that's not the worst idea in the world if you wanted to.
Either way, she's got to pay to listen to this, and if she is, that's her. That's on her. She fucking chose, and we're not using a real name anyway.
I don't have a problem with her. Can I
tell you something?
I would prefer if she didn't have a problem with me.
There shouldn't be any problems with anything. Today I was thinking about it. I was cutting the grass, and how her kid's young enough that she's gonna be like 12, 13 years from now. Okay, she's gonna be like 57 years old by the time that kid's out of there.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I've come to the realization, okay, I can only stand a certain amount of kids.
Yeah.
Kids it's too much, man. I'm to the age now where I just can't. It gets too much for me.
I know you can barely handle mine.
There's 4 of them fuckers. I'm surprised I haven't clotheslined at least 3 out of the 4.
I mean, it would be okay. They'd understand. And then they'd come and give you a big hug and try to hold your hand and...
Why did you clothesline us? I was pretending you were wrestlers. So. I'm gonna suplex your ass next. Figure 4 leg locks coming down the road. You better watch it, little bitches.
See, my kids are good where other kids are not good.
Well, they listen.
They do.
And they say please and thank you, and they're courteous. And when you give them something, they're nice, and they do interrupt the talking wise, but when they want something, they ask for it nicely, and then they get it.
Oh, yeah.
Little twats who don't ask nice don't get shit.
That's something.
They're little princesses that don't do anything wrong, though. Anyway, final word, say it.
Fuck the kids.
Fuck them. Till the next one.